What's going on, everybody? It's your boy E.Charlez. We're actually live in Platinum Sound Studios down here in the city, taking New Villa Radio on the road. Got my co-host with me.
Yes. Hey, guys. It's Pamela Rosario in the building.
And Rosie.
And we are with no other, the real Charlemagne. What's good, bro?
The real Charlemagne.
The real, I'm in the building, baby. New Villa Radio, what's happening? New Villa.
Real quick, the real Charlemagne. Now, we know we have another Charlemagne down, at Power 105 at the Breakfast Club.
Absolutely.
So why are you the real Charlemagne?
Because
Explain
it's on
that.
my birth certificate. It's that simple.
Wow.
My name is Charlemagne, and that's it. No beef, just clarification.
Y'all
That's
two
on my
actually met
license.
too, right?
We have met.
Yeah.
There's no beef. I think he does what he does. I do what I do. We could coexist. The way I put it is that you can have like a billion Johns, so why not two Charlemagne? Right?
So was he inspired by your name?
I would think so. What do
Okay.
you think?
I think so, because I don't know any other Charlemagne.
I mean, he can say what he want to say, but all I can say is that I've been Charlemagne.
Okay.
I say, who had it first? That's what matters. Who had it first?
Well, I was born with it, so there you go. It's that simple.
All right. Now, you worked with a lot of people in the industry, man. Tell us who you worked with, bro.
I have a long list. We could go on forever, but just
Let's do it.
some
We got
major,
time.
just Jay-Z, Jermaine Dupri, Mary J. Blige, Missy, Ice-T, R. Kelly, Beanie Siegel, Black Rob, Lord Tariq. I mean, I could go on and on. But Natural Elements, let me not forget those guys. Those are like my foundation. I came up with the name Natural Elements.
Dope.
A nice underground group, you know what I mean? A Butter, L Swift, Mr. Voodoo.
Wow.
I did that for a while. Then eventually I met up with my man D-Dot, who was under Puff. He was a hitman.
Yes.
And good guy. He introduced me to all these other people. Then eventually I got up with Jay and did a couple of joints with him.
Now, when did you start? Like in the 90s, 80s? When
Yeah,
did
it
you
was
start?
the 90s. I would say the late 90s. I don't want to give away my age, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm kind of older, but, don't let the Beijing fool you.
Yo, you still got it, bro. You still
Nah,
look good.
absolutely. I started in the 90s. I started with my man Vidal, my brother Randy, Raymond Lugo, and eventually I met up with my man Kirk Arden, who you see in here. He helped me with playing some keys and stuff like that, and then eventually just started messing with machines and trying to figure them out. For instance, we had a 4-track, and I didn't know what it did. Like I'm always like a guy who learned by doing, not by reading.
Hands on.
Right, I'm more of a hands-on guy. So I'm playing the cassette, and it's playing all 4 sides, and I didn't know why that is. But that's what it is on a 4-track. You're playing all 4
That's
tracks.
correct.
On both sides of the tape.
Yep.
I didn't know that, and I was so confused. I didn't know what was going on, but eventually I got it. And once I get something, I think I could be the best at it.
Nice.
Did you always want to be a producer?
I was always musically inclined, even from a kid. Like, I remember making up songs on, like, a little toy guitar on an organ, like, no matter what happened. Like, let's say I like pina coladas, I'd be like, pina coladas is good. You know what I mean? I would just make up my own little tunes. So music was always in my life. So, that's my first love. I remember I met my lady. I told her, I know she didn't want this to get out, but I told her, I said, don't make me choose between you and music, because you're going to lose.
Oh, my God. That poor thing. Poor thing.
Yeah, nah, she's a wonderful lady. She understands. She knows what it is. She knows music is my first love, and she supports me in whatever I do.
Good.
So I'm really curious, where are you from? Like your background? I'm sure people want to know.
Oh, that's easy. I'm from St. Lucia. I'm a West Indian at heart.
Oh.
Yeah, St. Lucian born. I came up here when I was 11. A lot of culture shock. I didn't know what it meant. I was in the 4th grade. The girl was like, "Let's go." I thought she meant on a date. I didn't know it meant like we went out. So it was real crazy. But after a while, I acclimated myself to the ways of the United States, and I've been loving it ever since. Just trying to make it happen.
So you do other things, though. You don't only produce. You have a clothing line.
Absolutely. I just got into that. It was something I always dreamt I wanted to do. And what happened was that, as you can see, I'm trying to be modest here. I'm a fly guy.
You real fly, bruh.
Yeah, and what happened was I always would like get other people's hats, other people's shirts, and be like, look, I'm wearing your stuff. I'm making it look good. Just post me on your page. You know what I mean? Whatever. But they wouldn't post me because I guess I wasn't at that level. They would post like Trey Songz, Fabulous, whoever else wear their hats, whatever. I'm like, you know what? How about I start my own? Instead of supporting them, like, they don't understand. I was in the hood. I'm buying every color hat you have, doing everything that you want to do, and still I'm not on your page. Why not? Like support the people that support you. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was at.
Let me switch things up real quick. Let's talk about hip hop.
Okay.
You've been producing for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and you and I both know music, the beats always change. So
going there,
yeah. So my question to you, right, bro?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have to change your style, a type of music, or do you just stay to who you are?
I think it's best to just stay to who you are. At
Word.
the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, I won't say I didn't venture into that other stuff. I ventured a little bit, but
Correct.
it's like when I see that that's not me,
Yeah.
I just stayed true to myself.
Because the trap sound is heavy right now.
I have
it's heavy.
I have no problem with that because there's room for everybody. What I feel should have happened, an OG within the game, I think should have categorized rap. By that I mean, for example, Drake is hip hop, but there's stuff that he does is R&B. There's no way that what's that song? If you used to tell me on a cell phone, whatever.
Yeah.
Hotline Bling?
That Hotline Bling should not win best hip hop song. You feel me?
I
Because
feel
that's
you.
not really hip hop. I don't have no problem with it. You know what I mean? But that should be
Because he's
like
not really rapping in that.
exactly. So I think it should be like segmented. Like maybe that could be like R&B hip hop, and the other one could be trap hip hop, whatever. But I think like without doing that, they just lump. If you notice anything that they don't understand, they just say hip hop. You can come out singing tomorrow, and if they don't understand the lyrics you're saying, or you say one lyric that's too raunchy, oh, hip hop singer. Like, yo, how you do that? Like that's crazy. You just lump everything together.
Yeah, they have.
And
their
I
own
think
thing.
also is this ageism in hip hop. I put up a post about that the other day because it's like once you get older, they feel like, oh, you just old school. Like you don't have it no more.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
That's crazy.
I've been producing for how long? How is that possible? Correct. So it's just like don't judge people on the age thing. I think it's just on a quality thing on what their body of work is. Like you just see what it is, and everything is not for everybody. I get that. Everybody's not gonna like me. Cool. But at the same time, it's like don't try to discount what I did and my legacy and what I've done out here. Like you never hear my name mentioned with these guys, but I could tell you stories, but then it'll look like I'm a hater. So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
That's real talk, man. That's real talk.
So
Good.
I wanted to go back to the clothing line. What inspired your logo? What made you come up with the logo the way it is?
The funniest story about the logo is that I had moved to Atlanta for like a year, and I tried to do something else, do another business, and then I ended up started trying to do my own clothes, and then I looked at really was the Bentley symbol, and that's what was the original Charlemagne logo. Bentley symbol instead of the B was a C, and I was like, it was like too close to it. So then I spoke to my man Vidal, and then we got, I forgot which company or something, and we collaborated and came up with it.
I like it.
Yeah, thank you. It's very nice, and you got to think about it. Like, there's a lot of different little things I could put into that, like fly guy, a bird, wings. It all works together. And in St. Lucia, like the national bird is like a parrot, so it's like all that combines together to make the brand. So.
Do you have that? Does that come for females?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, I want a hat.
Oh, definitely. I got snapbacks. I got the dad hats. I got all.
I want a snapback.
Definitely. I got you. No problem.
All right, so I actually want to go back to the producing. So how is it working with these artists? Are they picky? Like, what's like the whole shebang on them?
Well, when it's first come times to like sell a beat, it's like within the business you're gonna hear maybe like 500 no's before you hear that one yes. So you just got to keep going at it.
That's for everything too, bro.
Yeah, it's facts. Facts. You just never got to give up. I know it sounds cliche, but that's what it is. Because I remember when I first went, the story about how I sold the beat to Jay-Z was funny because I remember I went up there, and that's when Baseline was open, the world famous Baseline. Just Blaze and Kanye was up there. That's when everybody's, around the Blueprint time, the first Blueprint. And then I went up there with some tracks. It might have been about I want to say about 30 to 40 tracks. Back then, my work ethic was crazy. I just went up there like 30, 40 tracks. And I played it. And they might have liked 3. I was like, 3?
Yeah.
I was
If you
like, 3?
that.
I was
If you
like, all right,
that.
cool. Let me hear what you're working with. Then I listened to what Just Blaze was doing and Kanye was doing. And I told him, listen, I'll be back. And I went home, went back to the studio, came back up. They played my CD by accident. It was like some kind of accident where one CD stops playing, the other CD plays. And it just happened like that. And next thing you know, they picked a couple of tracks from there. I was like,
Wow.
that's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's big.
I was
That's big.
inspired. I was like, yo, you can't stop me, and don't tell me I don't have what my stuff's not hot.
I know. Thank you, man, for giving us some of your time to let us hang out with
pleasure,
you.
E.Charlez.
We appreciate it. Give us your social media so we can have the people follow.
At Real Charlemagne, at RealCharlemagne, at Real Charlemagne. It's that simple.
Sounds good, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Yes, thank you.
Don't forget that hats, man.
Yes,
Get them hats.
I want one.
I got you.
Let's not forget that.
Pam and Rosie.
Yes,
Website?
yes.
Website?
Not at the time.
Okay.
We're working on a lot of different
Okay.
things. I got
Nice.
a new show coming, 100 Proof. My man
What?
Kev Lawrence.
Nice.
I got like a lot of new music coming. I didn't want to
Any
give the
sneak
cat out the
peeks?
bag. Yeah, I got something with
Okay.
my man Arsonist Heat Makers. My man Jay Arms.
That's big.
We're working on a couple of things. Like,
Okay.
trust me, when it drop, you will hear. Because it's a new age, social media. You will see me pushing it hard.
Okay. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Well, there you have it, folks. Until next time.
Thank you.
Hey, New Villa Radio.